Hey everybody, welcome back to Out Reptiles. My name is Garrett Hartle, and in this video, we are actually going to pull eggs. When I say we, I mean I'm totally gonna make Rob and Joe do it because they're the guys, they know what they're doing. I'll film it on the edge of my seat, I'm sure, because this is our worst behaved female that we own at the shop. We'll see how it goes. They love to protect their eggs, so.
I would say this year I have pulled or assisted in pulling 9 clutches thus far. Every single one of them except for Thumbelina. The maternal instincts were really toned down. Thumbelina's maternal instincts as a retic was on point that day.
Okay, just watch the tail there.
She is biting. Sometimes when you work with certain animals, you kind of learn their behaviors. You can anticipate what they're going to do. The number one thing is when you're handling a snake of that size, you notice in the video we wear gloves. Hand bites are the toughest bites to get just because of all of the little ligaments and bones and tendons in your hand. And when they bite, they're biting you to hurt you. So if you get bit, that's game changer then. You know, you don't want to get blood on the eggs because it can hurt the eggs. You don't want to stress her out any more than what you have to. It's a pretty stressful situation that you're putting her through.
How do you want to do it, Rob?
Let's see if I can't just coax her off of the eggs themselves.
So she's very territorial. Then you add in the maternal instincts. It's at the beginning of the morning. She was up all night laying the eggs. And me and Joe were trying to pull her out with the eggs and then separate the two. And she just didn't want to at all.
She's already struck the glass, so I'm telling you.
Oh, she has?
Yep.
What I was doing was I was reaching into her cage to try to assess the situation. Like I had said, the 8 snakes prior to this, they were totally relaxed and not a big issue. I just reached in, grabbed them, pulled them off the eggs, grabbed the eggs, no big deal. With her, I wanted to assess it at first. So I reached into the cage and just kind of gave her a touch and let her know, hey, we're here for business, babe. Let's get this done. As you can see in the video, she starts to react immediately. And then I back up and we reassess the situation. There's a lot of assessing.
Gonna come.
She's coming right off the eggs.
Off the eggs, though, so that's
She's
great.
gonna hate.
So what started to happen then, once she reacted to me, was she was completely focused on me or Joe in that moment and was like, what are you guys doing? She totally ignored the eggs and almost completely came off of them in order to defend them. And that's what you're starting to see there.
Hate you more than she loves them.
Come here.
Okay, just watch the tail there.
She is biting.
So guys, let's just call out the elephant in the room here. This looks rough. The intention of this is actually to do this with as little stress to the animal, the mother, as possible. And the best way to do that is have a great relationship with her from birth right on up. We do not have that with this animal, and you might notice we're using a tool called a snake hook. These look scary, they look terrible. They're kind of pointy on the end. To me, they look like a fish gaff, you know, that you'd stab into a sport fish when you pull it in the boat. That is not at all how they work. What this is meant to be an extension of my arm that I can pet or calm the animal down with, but it doesn't have the warm-blooded heat signature of my arm. So it's an inanimate object that should stress them out less. We're trying to pet her, get her moved and everything without having to restrain or actually put hands on this animal. This allows them to slide through freely. She still reacts to it, but this definitely helps reduce the stress for poor mama here. Let's go back to the video.
Yeah, she definitely is.
If we can coax.
This is exactly what you would expect to see with 2 professionals. We're both focused on the head, we're both focused on not losing any of the eggs and not bleeding our own blood. Back to the video.
Put it in this bag.
All right, hang on. Get this out of the way.
Watch the eggs, she's gonna burst them.
Garrett.
Sorry.
Okay, at this point, Garrett was trying to make suggestions. And in the heat of the moment, the last thing you want is some little head over your shoulder telling you what to do. Are you gonna edit that part out? Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. Everybody's gonna be like, Rob's moody. What do you mean?
Alright, keep her head off.
Almost right.
She's off the eggs.
Good.
Totally.
That's it. Nice.
Okay, so one of the things that we're doing this year that we haven't done in the past is I'm getting weights of all of the eggs and getting the average egg size weight and the female after they lay. So we have a better idea of, for conditioning them for next year, what they should weigh about before they go into the breeding process, and then what they'll kind of weigh afterwards. Okay.
I had her going in.
So you guys just want to hold her over there and I'll get the eggs?
Just settle down.
Come on, Mom.
Go in. Yeah, lift her up just a little bit.
Is this easier?
Good job, bud.
This was a successful bagging. That's all I got.
I'm also trying to feel for eggs.
I got you. Here.
Yeah, you good. You got that?
Yep. Actually better than they looked when she was wrapped on them. They looked like a pretty good clutch.
Yeah. Let me just see if I can grab it.
You want to try?
No, hold on. First thing is the weight. She was a good enough mom, laid us 15 eggs. The entire clutch weighed 1735 grams. The average egg is 115 grams, and mom, after laying, is 7,800 grams. These will be due for 8/23. Stay tuned.
The last thing she wants to do is to be handled. The last thing she wants is for you to take her eggs. Know your animal and use safety in every aspect. Safety for her, safety for you, safety for the eggs, safety for the people that are standing there videoing it, safety for the people that are helping you. Safety, safety, safety. Can I say safety?
Is it over?
I hope so. Just rewatching it, I'm still on the edge of my feet. I'm like, Joe's gonna get bit. Rob's gonna get bit. The female's gonna fling the eggs at my face. I was thinking that was gonna be a much more exciting video than.
Well, it was pretty exciting.
No, it was very exciting. I mean, the kind of exciting like we'll never show that on the internet. Like, there's a line.
I'm surprised me and Joe pulled those eggs with her being aggressive as she was. And there was, at no point did we swear or cuss or say anything inappropriate, I don't think.
It is because, like now, and as always, I'm looking over your shoulder the entire time.